What's up, guys? Nate the Great coming at you. I just want to make a quick video, okay? Just on connections on this beautiful Monday night, okay? I'm gonna be walking around a little bit. I need to get a little bit active, okay? But anyways, guys, I hope you guys had a phenomenal Monday, okay? I know with me, I definitely, been producing a lot of content, been putting some things out there, of course. And yeah, anyways, I really just want to get into the whole connections thing. Guys, I believe in life, connections are absolutely crucial, right? Nate, what do you mean by connections though? What I mean by connections is I truly believe, okay, nowadays connections, okay, depending, and I might get a little bit of backlash from this, okay, but hey, in order to be successful, in order to stand out, no one's perfect, okay? I sometimes believe having the right connections are sometimes better than a college degree. I know, Nate. How would you say that? How dare you say that? I know. Hey, we all have an opinion, all right? I said some college degrees, not all college degrees, some college degrees, okay? And the reason why I say that is because when you have connections in point A, point B, point C, point D, right? When you have a connection in like China, somewhere in Africa, right? If you have connections in every single continent in this world, you're set, man. Seriously, like you can save so much money just by simply networking with people. Like it's so crazy. Just by networking, just by talking to people, right? Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? I mean, look at what they did years ago, right? Now, I will tell you, now, we definitely have more of an advantage to connect with people because we have cell phones, right? Like I wouldn't be able to do this live if it wasn't because of the cell phone. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I really want you to ask yourself this: how often do you connect with people, right? And how many connections do you really have to date? Like, and I don't mean like, because you can think about it locally, right? You can have local connections, but I'm aiming more towards outside connections. Like if you travel to another state, like let's say you travel to California, because I'm in Pennsylvania. Do you have like somebody out there that you know, right? Maybe that you could stay with or something? Because let me tell you guys, I know hotels, right? Airbnbs are usually the best way to go because they're cheap. All right, they're the cheapest way, they're the cheapest route. You don't got to worry about people being loud and everything. You feel me? And it's like that's truly the best way to go. So when you have a connection, you don't got to worry about that because you're already boys, you're already sisters or whatever you call it. You feel me? So it's like connections. I just believe in life. They're so crucial. They're really going to help you, push. They're really going to push you to that limit. Like, can you imagine having an accountability partner that is just pushing you, and pushing you to get to the next level, right? Guess what? They don't have to be in the same area. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be in the same town. They don't have to be in the same city, right? I got people in Australia. I got people all the way across the world that I hold accountable and they hold me accountable. Guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at, man. Right? Like I said, the power of technology. And it's crazy to think that literally probably next year, right? Probably next year. I mean, this technology changes all the time, right? Every single day there's like a new trend, right? Like I swear it's so crazy. You feel me? So it's like what I want you to get out of this message is how many connections do you have? All right, if you don't have a connection, guess what? Let's connect. I'm here to connect with you. I want to help you. Okay, Nate, what do you want to help me with? I want to help you become the best version of yourself. Straight up, yo. You feel me? Okay, I want to help you become a master connector, right? I'm not saying I'm a master connector, but I will tell you, and I've heard from people that I'm a pretty decent connector. Okay, I'm a pretty decent connector, and I truly believe if it wasn't for my connection skills, if it wasn't, man, it should be my word of the day. I'm in this group. We literally do word of the days, and I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So, yeah, connections, like literally, you got to get to a point where, let's say you meet somebody, right? Oh, I tell you what, let me connect you to somebody else because I know for a fact you two are gonna kill it. Like you two will vibe so well. That's where the magic starts to happen. And the more connections that you have, you're gonna start to realize life's gonna get a lot more easier. Because guess what? Just think if somebody asked, man, I could really use a tax consultant. Man, I'm really in dire need of a lawyer. You know what, Susie? You know what, Bob? Don't even worry, man. I got you. I knew the perfect woman. I knew the perfect guy that would literally go the extra mile for you. Because, guys, it's hard. It's hard. If you don't know anybody, right? If you do not know, like a lawyer, somebody that does real estate, somebody that's actually trustworthy, right? Because there's a lot of people call themselves, oh, I'm a real estate agent, but yet they haven't even sold a house yet. Like, yeah, you're a real estate agent, but you're a credible real estate agent. Are you credible? You feel me? So connections are so key. All right. So just some action steps that I'd like for you to take away are, get out a piece of paper and a pen, of course, pencil, pen, whatever is easier for you, and jot down number one, do you have connections, right? And yeah, write down, do you have local connections? And if you say yes, great. And when you do say yes, I want you to list them. List down their name and list down what their profession is, right? So if John Smith, who is he's a life coach or a consultant, right? I want you to write that down, okay? Now, if you said no to that, guess what? What I want you to do, if you said no to that, is just think about why. Think about why you don't have any local connections, right? Because if you don't have any local connections, you need to start thinking and be like, why don't I have local connections, right? That means you need to network more, okay? That means you need to network 100% more, right? So number two, we'll go on to number two. Do you have connections outside of the state? Do you have connections outside the state? Same thing for yes. Same thing for no. Now, for somebody like me, I have a lot of connections outside of the state. So I'm going to have a bigger list than what I am locally. So for me, I have to improve on my locally. You feel me? On my local connections. Now, if you have connections that are simply more local and you only have like a couple outside of the state, then you need to work on more outside of the state. Okay? Same exact thing. Number three. All right, so number one, we did local connections, right? If you have yes, right, write them down. No, guess what? You need to network more. Same thing for number two. How many connections do you have, in different states? Okay, number three, how many connections do you have globally, right, in another country that you could literally go to and they could, help you out or they could, offer you a place to stay? How many connections do you have outside of whatever country you're in? Okay, that's really key. Now, a lot of us would most likely aren't going to have as many outside of the state as what we do locally, or in the country that we're in, which is totally fine. But guess what? The beauty behind this all is you can never stop networking. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't matter how big you get. It doesn't matter if you're Bill Gates. Okay? Like it doesn't matter if you're so big and well known. Like you can never stop making connections. Like you might be the richest man in the world. You might be considered the number one networker in the world, but guess what? That's cool, man. Like you're the number one networker, but have you heard of this guy? Probably not. So you can always learn from people that you've never met before. I love talking to people. I really do. I love talking to people. I know this is a longer live, but I just want to give you guys some action steps. So anyways, before I go any longer, number one, write down your local connections. Number two, write down your out-of-state connections. And number three, number two, write down your out-of-state connections in another state. Number three, write down your out-of-country connections, people that are in another country for you. And if you have yes, like if you know people that are in the same local town or like in a different city or in a different state, right? If you put yes for that, I want you to write down their name and their profession. Seriously, write it down. Write down their name and their profession. And if you put a no beside any of them, you need to simply network more. And, oh, Nate, how do I network more? Just reach out to people on Facebook, right? Reach out to people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's professional, okay? Just look up, like on Eventbrite. What's another good one? Yeah, Eventbrite, Meetup.com, your local BNI. Just look up local meetups that you can go to, and you'll definitely find some people there and whatnot. And you just got to get out of your comfort zone. Trust me, I'm there. I've been there. In terms of the whole meetups and everything, you just got to get out of your comfort zone. If you want your business to grow, who has to grow? You do. You have to grow. Okay, so hopefully that helps, guys. Like I said, reach out. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any advice in terms of this. I love giving value. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love giving value. But other than that, guys, Nate the Great out. I'll talk to you soon.